Hi, okay, this talk today is about the IB Diploma's Theory of Knowledge. This will go through the new subject guide and show you basically how the TOK subject is assessed and how you get graded. This is based on the new guide that will first be taught in 2020 and first be assessed in 2022. There are quite a few changes, so we're going to go through these piece by piece. Everything here is taken straight from the the official subject guide for IB TOK. So this is the basics of how it's assessed. There's an internal assessment, which is now an exhibition. It's marked out of 10, and it's worth 1/3 of the TOK grade. And there's an external assessment, which is an essay, also marked out of 10, but it's worth 2/3 of the TOK grade. Together with the extended essay, they're both graded A to E, and when combined, they will give you up to 3 bonus points. So an AA or an AB combo gives you 3 bonus points. All right, let's look at that in a bit more detail then. So the TOK exhibition is a new thing. It's going to be based on one of the themes you've studied, the core or the optional themes. You will create an exhibition using 3 objects or images of objects. All of these have to be linked to a single IA prompt. This is a new thing. There are 35 prompts, so lots of choice for what you go for. The prompt has to be the same. The 3 images have to all be connected to the same prompt, and the prompts will stay the same each year. Once you've done that, you do a written commentary on each of the objects to explain their relevance and justify their inclusion. You're not allowed to do any group work. This has to be an individual task by each student. And then for the grading, you produce a single document that has a title, and within that document you have these things: the IA prompt, you specifically mention it, the images of the 3 objects you're going to use, and a typed commentary on each object that justifies why it's included. 950 words in total for that. All right, so a few other tips for the exhibition. You can use the same prompt as other students within your class, that's okay. You're probably going to do this towards the end of IB1 or your first year of IB, and you should spend around 8 hours preparing for it. These are the steps to having an awesome exhibition. First of all, you choose an IA prompt and the 3 objects. Make sure the objects are connected to the prompt, and make sure that the exhibition is linked to one of the themes that you've studied. Second stage, produce a file containing the information I just talked about. You're allowed to do a draft, and teachers can give you feedback on that draft. Step 3, the actual exhibition. IB is very flexible about what kind of exhibition this is, and the exhibition itself is not assessed. So you could have other schools visiting, you could have younger year groups looking at it, it could be a virtual online exhibition. It's very flexible. All right, how to choose an object. The object itself should be something that's of personal interest to you, something you've used or come across in your life. Digital objects are also okay, or photos of objects. It should be something that actually exists in a time or space, even if it's a virtual time or space, and it could be something made by yourself, by a student, but it shouldn't be something that's specifically made for the exhibition. So something with a specific context works well, so a photo of a student's baby brother is good, but a generic photo that you've Googled of a baby doesn't work. And below there are some examples that IB's given of what could be, but they're not limiting you to any of these. You can be much more creative and come up with something that works for you. All right, how to choose an actual prompt. As I said, there are 35 of them. I've laid them out here. I'll just let you read these. If you want to pause for a moment, you can. I'll just flick through. Here's the first 10, and the next group, and the next group, and the final group. Okay. This is how it's graded. The parts in bold are the most important parts, really. The exhibition clearly identifies 3 objects and their context. You also link them to the selected IA prompt very clearly. Strong justification of the contribution each object makes. And also nearly all the points are well supported by evidence and references to the IA prompt. Okay. And then as we go down the mark scheme, it kind of gets less and less. The main question at the top here: does the exhibition successfully show how TOK manifests in the world around us? That's what you're marked against. There's the lower level grades, and you can see it becomes less and less specific and clear as we go down. Okay, the essay. you are given several titles to respond to. These are all based around knowledge questions and the areas of knowledge. When you write your essay, make sure it's in 12 size font. Any font is okay as long as it's readable, and make it double spaced. A bit like the extended essay, where you use sources, they have to be relevant and you must cite them. Be very careful that you cite all your sources. You're going to spend about 10 hours preparing for the essay. Word count maximum of 1,600 words, doesn't include footnotes, maps, charts, tables, diagrams, that kind of thing. In terms of how it's graded, similar layout to the other one, the question here is, does the student provide a clear, coherent and critical explanation of the essay title? So to get the top grade here, you're looking at a sustained focus on the title, so you'll refer back to it all the way through, and also effective links to the AOKs. Your arguments are clear, coherent, and also supported by lots of specific examples. The implications are also considered, so you definitely need a section on implications, and also there's awareness and evaluation of different points of view, so counter-arguments and things like that, also important. And then again, going down to the more basic areas, basic, rudimentary, or nothing at all really. All right, so there's a quick run through of the new assessments for TOK. I hope you find that useful, and good luck with your studies.